Some adventures start with a map and a compass. Ours started with a question. Who wants to ride a tiny motorcycle into total chaos? We all shouted yes. This was Phuket, Thailand. The sun was a hot hammer in a bright blue sky. The air smelled of salt-sweet flowers and something delicious being fried. We were a group of friends, more brave than smart. We stood by the side of a busy road. A long line of shiny scooters waited for us. This was it. Our scooter safari was about to begin. We felt like kids on the last day of school. Our leader, a man named Sam, had a huge grin. His face said, "This will be fun and a little bit dangerous." He handed out helmets that smelled of sun and adventure. He held up a map. It looked less like a map and more like a napkin with squiggly lines on it. Someone said it looked like a slice of pizza. We all chuckled. None of us were expert navigators. My ride was a beast. It was a Honda Forza 350, big, black, glossy. The seat was wide and comfortable, like a throne for a king of the road. When I started the engine, it did not roar. It purred. A deep, steady rumble that promised power and a smooth ride. It felt solid and safe beneath me. It could handle long roads and steep hills with no trouble. I felt like the captain of a small, fast ship. A true king of the scooter world. It was ready for a long journey. Next to me, my friend Sarah was on a different kind of machine. She had a Yamaha Grand Filano 125. It was sleek, light, stylish. Hers was a bright, cheerful red, like a quick little racehorse next to a sturdy workhorse. Perfect for darting through busy streets. It could slip through tight spaces and turn on a dime. Agile and fun with a playful spirit. We revved our engines, a chorus of different notes. The deep thrum of the Forza. We left the busy town behind. The road opened up. Palm trees lined the street, their long leaves waving in the breeze, like giant green hands. The sea appeared on our right, deep blue. Small fishing boats with long tails bobbed on the water. The road began to curve. Then it twisted, following the coastline. Green hills covered in thick jungle rose up on our left. We felt so small in this huge, beautiful landscape. The wind in our faces felt cool and clean. It was a feeling of pure, simple freedom. The ride was a dance. My Honda Forza loved the hills. It climbed with a steady, powerful hum. I barely had to twist the throttle. On the downhill, it felt like gliding. The Yamaha Filano was a star in the tight corners. It leaned with quick, joyful energy. We formed a long, colorful snake. People waved as we passed. Children ran and shouted. Then, a surprise. A single, fat raindrop. Then another and another. Within seconds, a tropical downpour was upon us. Sam waved us to the side. We found shelter under a wide tin roof. We were soaked, but laughing. A friendly family waved us further in. They handed us small towels. An old woman brewed hot, sweet tea, lemongrass, ginger. We sat, dripping, and sipped the warm drink. The storm passed as quickly as it came. The wet world began to steam. We thanked them with bows and smiles. The road was shiny and clean, waiting for us. Riding makes you hungry. Sam led us to a bustling local market. Ripe mangoes and pineapples perfumed the air. Grilling meats and savory noodle soups called to us. A riot of color and sound. She cut a fresh pineapple for us, pure sunshine. Warm sweet rice, cool mango, creamy coconut, heavenly. It melted in our mouths. Satay dripped with rich peanut sauce. We were a mess and happy, refueled in every way. The adventure was about more than just the ride. No adventure is complete without a little unexpected drama. Ours came from above. We heard a soft thunk. Dave wobbled, then pulled over. A green coconut rolled to a stop. It had fallen and bounced harmlessly off his helmet. He was fine, just startled. I think it winked at me before it fell. We howled with laughter. We named it Coconut Corner. Later, our pizza slice map struck again. According to this, he said confidently, turn left at the big rock that looks like a sleeping pig. There were many rocks, no pigs. We chose poorly. A water buffalo stared at our scooter parade. The farmer laughed and pointed the way back. We learned, getting lost is part of the fun, and pizza maps are not reliable. Onward to the hills. After our detour through the farm, we found the right road. It climbed high into the hills. The air grew cooler as we ascended. The Forza was calm power. The Filanos buzzed with energy. We passed rubber trees in perfect rows. Up here it was quiet, just engines and wind. We reached the viewpoint. The view was breathtaking. Turquoise and sapphire to forever. Beaches and coves traced the island's edge. The island lay like a beautiful living map. For a few minutes, nobody spoke. We just breathed and smiled. Even the scooters seemed to rest. A quiet moment connected us in a new way. We lingered as the sun dipped. We knew the final chapter was about to begin. Time to chase the sunset. Down we went, toward the sea, and a quiet little bay. For our final stop, Sam led us down a hidden road to a quiet bay. The sky turned orange, then pink, then purple. The sea became a mirror. We parked in a line, the Forza Noble, the Filano glowing. We walked to the water's edge. The sun seemed to melt into the sea. For a moment, the world was silent. Then someone hummed, and we all joined in. Crazy drivers, delicious food, and the coconut that tried to join our team. We tried to follow its lines, but the real journey happened in the spaces between. Our scooters were more than machines. The ride back was slow and peaceful. The night smelled of jasmine. Our engines hummed. We rode close together under the stars. We learned a simple lesson. The best adventures aren't about the destination. They're about the people you ride with and the surprises along the way. The sounds of Phuket buzzed all around us. Shopkeepers called from doorways. The heat made the air dance. We adjusted helmets and grinned. We knew this would be a story for years, a day for mistakes, for getting a little lost, and finding something amazing on the way. We chose our scooters one by one, like picking a horse for a great journey. Some were big and powerful, others small and nimble. The keys felt important. Engines coughed to life. A cloud of happy noise filled the air. The vibrations ran into our arms. A day waiting to be explored. We were no longer just tourists. We were a team of riders, ready for whatever the island had, two sides of one adventure. With a cheer, we pulled out, and the wind began our story.